Coverage of QLink has appeared in top magazines and newspapers around the world and continues to appear on a regular basis.
From KDVR's News and Technology Center, this is Fox 31 News at 9 o'clock.
What's the frequency? Surrounded by magnetic waves day in and day out, what are the health concerns?
Also, technology. It's all around us. How it affects our health at 9:30.
Well, we're surrounded by them every day.
That's right. Testing electromagnetic fields and the effects on our health. Next.
For staying with us, I'm Ron Zapola.
And I'm Libby Weaver. Well, you'd be surprised at what you're exposed to when at home, work, even while driving your car.
New at 9:30 tonight, Fox 31's Shaw Turner takes a look at electromagnetic frequencies and how they could be affecting us. Shaw?
Microwaves, blow dryers, even alarm clocks. Many researchers say they emit frequencies that can cause health problems. But experts say we can coexist with the technology we depend on.
We live in a world where we're bombarded by these man-made frequencies.
Dr. Robert Blake says our bodies can be knocked out of balance by an overload of electromagnetic frequencies, or EMFs.
Studies that do exist and early on show how EMFs can disrupt the function of cells.
He says many illnesses can result.
Upset stomach or stomach pain or heartburn. Certainly someone who's in front of a computer all the time, that EMF exposure can affect points on the chest.
This is something called a tri-field meter. It measures the amount of EMFs.
And actually, as your camera comes close to it, look at that.
It shows a normal copier emits a high amount, even a foot away from the machine.
It's how much that we're getting exposed to just in the course of using the copier.
A laptop registers high as well.
That's just sitting on where your fingers go, and that's basically pegs.
Cell phones and even small radios set off the meter. Dr. Blake says you can wear devices that can help protect you from EMFs. This is called a QLink. It's set at a natural frequency. Taekwondo instructor Darren Carr spends hours under fluorescent lights and on his cell phone. He says using a QLink improved his ability level.
I just felt like all the time I had a higher level of energy.
But doctors also say a surefire way to reduce EMF exposure is to keep several feet away from high-frequency objects whenever you can. And of course, we know that's not always convenient. Well, it is possible to test for your exposure to electromagnetic fields. For information about that and the QLink we just showed you, go to our website at fox31news.com. Just click on viewer information.
Cell phones, computers, all the blow dryer. I mean, it affects just about all
everything.
of us.
And even the circuitry in your car, because it's all computerized.
Thanks for the good news, Shaw.
Yeah, have a nice drive home, Ron.
Turn everything off.
Okay, thanks.
Pendant that's said to be good for your health. Its makers claim it can protect Londoners from electromagnetic radiation given out by machines in the office and the home, everything from computers and mobile phones to toasters and televisions. The result is said to be less fatigue and more energy. Our health correspondent Liz Wickham has put it to the test.
The human body, like all living things, has an electromagnetic frequency. Cells in the brain, for example, communicate electronically. But as technology progresses, we surround ourselves with more and more bits of equipment which emit their own electromagnetic frequencies with the potential to interfere with our own.
When we are exposed to lower frequencies ranging between 10 hertz and 100 hertz, those particular frequencies have a tendency to disturb cells significantly, that they start disorganizing, breaking apart, and giving birth to perceived viruses, bacteria, yeasts, and molds.
A new invention called the QLink, a pendant consisting of a cell, a circuit board and a copper coil, claims to help us fight the effect of interference from outside electromagnetic forces by reinforcing our own signal. Cynical that such a small thing could make any difference, we commissioned Dr. Young to do a series of tests on 2 office workers and our VT editor, Jessie, who spends long hours completely surrounded by electronic gadgetry. After a weekend away from equipment, Jessie's blood was tested. She'd had a sleepless night and was suffering headaches. Then, after a day in the edit suite, it was tested again. Just so you know, this is what healthy cells look like. Round, separate, organised. Jessie's weren't great to start with, But by the end of the day in the edit suite, they looked dreadful.
The cell formations are highly damaged. Here's some crystalline form, chelation of acids.
Similar effects were seen with the other girls. Then they were all issued with QLinks to wear for 3 days while continuing the normal working routine. After that, Dr. Young tested the blood again. The difference was remarkable.
The cells were more organized, there was less yeast, less bacteria, and the white blood cells, the neutrophils, which are the major aspects of cellular cleansing, were active and mobile and moving throughout the bloodstream.
Jessie had slept well all week and noticed other changes.
I do suffer rather badly from headaches, and I've not had a single headache so far this week, which is encouraging, I think, in the environment I work in with the lighting and the constant buzz and hum of machines.
This could be coincidence. Dr. Young wants to do further research, and at £89 plus, I suppose most of us won't get the chance to try for ourselves. In Southwark, this is Liz Wickham for London Today.